All right, guys, I'm sorry about the delay. I was having issues with my auto rotate function on my Samsung S10. So here I am. You know, every time I get on this camera, I'm thinking that my face is looking thinner. Let's see if I can. That's a little bit better. One person in the room. Good morning, one person. Good morning, Sarah. K, Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. Que sera, sera. Good morning. Happy birthday yesterday, Miss Karen. Everybody say happy birthday to Miss Karen. I'll probably get a copyright strike for singing. Every time I see your name, that song runs through my head. I wish the comments automatically advance. That's one thing that I don't see here. Like I am continually having to scroll up. But anyway, so I was having issues this morning with the auto rotate function on my phone. I guess the last time I ran some kind of phone update, it turned off the auto rotate. And I was having a heck of a time this morning trying to get this thing from portrait to landscape. So thank goodness for YouTubers that are really good at fixing Samsung phones. So this was my nails this morning. This is what I did for my nails. The future's not ours to see. Okay. Gotcha, Slightly Vegan. Welcome, welcome. Did I get it wrong? My memory sometimes. I mean, it's been years since I've heard that song, and I am guilty of like just making up lyrics if I don't know them. I am one of those people. I will make up lyrics. So anyway, wow. So all of these videos by all of my keto and carnivore YouTubers coming out talking about how horrible they feel today because they cheated for Thanksgiving. And what I have discovered is there's two school of thoughts. So let me finish describing the two school of thoughts. There might be a third. There might be kind of an impartial third. And then tell me, oh, thank you very much. And then tell me, Slightly Vegan says I have a good singing voice. Thank you very much. I'm trying to get better at these lives, like recognizing the comments and who's commenting. I'm trying to get better. So thank you for that compliment. There's two primary schools of thought when it comes to cheating on any nutrition plan. Any. It doesn't matter if you're on Weight Watchers. It doesn't matter if you're doing Mediterranean. It doesn't matter if you are doing paleo, if you're doing keto, carnivore. It doesn't matter. There are some school of thoughts. The first school of thought is don't cheat. Don't ever cheat. There's never a reason to cheat. More of a kind of police-ish kind of theory. And the reason behind that theory is the driving thought behind that theory is that if you're cheating, then you are looking at food as a reward and punishment. And then are you truly fixing the reasons that you became overweight in the first place? Are you using food as comfort? Are you using that as a social mechanism? So while some people are just downright nasty in the way that they deliver their opinion, this school of thought that never cheat, don't cheat, don't cheat, don't cheat, can sometimes be held by a really amazing foundation. I'm not saying that these people are very kind with their delivery, and some of them are outright rude, but their premise behind this, the foundation in which they build that idea, don't cheat, don't ever cheat, blah, 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 is much different than the second most common theory, and that's it's a special occasion. One day out of a year is not going to kill you. 1 week out of a year is not going to kill you. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's Halloween. It's Christmas. It's Thanksgiving. It's Mother's Day. I couldn't refuse it. They bought it for me. And I think for me personally, the reason I'm so freaked out about this cruise that I'm going on, cauliflower has totally replaced potatoes for me. I never thought that would happen. Yes, I actually have a video on here, Keto or faux-tato salad, where I steam cauliflower and use it in replace of potatoes for a potato salad. So I think what scares me about the cruise is I am split 50-50 between the absolute no, don't do it, it takes you too long. Let me just list off the reasons why my head is screaming no. I never call it cheating. It's eating off plan. It's a choice. It's not a cheat. I had a reason to eat off plan because I could make everything keto for Thanksgiving. Yes. So there's part of my head that's screaming at me, no, Melanie, it takes you too long to lose weight. And you could be cheating for 1 week. Good morning, Miss Linda. You could be cheating for 1 week on this cruise for 8 days, and it might take you 6 months to take the weight off. And emotionally, am I ready to handle that? Emotionally, am I ready for that kind of setback? Because I gotta be honest with you. Good morning, Miss Constance. I gotta be honest with you. Right now, I'm in a good place. This carnivore, this calorie reset, I'm in a really, it's not about how fast I'm losing weight. It's about I'm comfortable. I am truly comfortable, and I'm confident in what I'm doing, and I feel super energized. But there's the part of me that's listening to my husband that says, it's your 50th birthday. Come on, go ahead and cheat. It's your 50th birthday. You only get this one time in your life. You lived half a century. 1 week is not going to kill you. You can honestly eat carnivore on this cruise, though. Are there enough options to do it? Yes. However, so let me tell you what happened with the last cruise and why I'm so afraid. So our last cruise was a 4-day cruise. And for the first 2 days, I was keto, keto, keto. And I was strict keto. I ate bacon, I ate eggs, I ate, all the meats, all the meats. They have all the meats. Yes, I know. They have all the meats on there. So there's no reason. Yeah. And you don't know what they're adding. So there's 3 things that are coming at me right now. Is number 1, Melanie, lighten up, celebrate, have a good time. Don't worry about your diet. Don't worry about tracking. Don't worry, blah, 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 blah. But I know how I am. And I know that when I return and I step on that scale and that scale is up 15 pounds, it's emotionally, that's going to hurt me. Now, I'm expecting to gain weight no matter what because I have no control over seasonings. I have no control over that. And sure, there's going to be hidden sugar somewhere. The other thing is the boat doesn't have heavy cream. They only offer half and half, which one of my favorite parts of the cruise is when they bring you the coffee service in the morning with these beautiful French roast, Colombian roast, espresso, and they bring you the creams and the artificial sugars. So that's the other thing. They don't have monk fruit on board. I'm going to put some in my purse and see if maybe if I bring one that's unopened, I can take one with me. Because really they give you Splenda, Equal, and sugar. Those are your choices. The only other way I can get around that is if I say, okay, no artificial sugar for the cruise. But one of the things I really enjoy is sitting out on the balcony, watching the sunrise on the ocean, because we do have a balcony room. And there was a barista on the cruise I was on. Yes, they do have, the cruise I'm going on does have a full service coffee bar like a Starbucks. I haven't seen a lower number on the scale than I did in August before my long trip. I know. And so going back to my very first cruise, the first 2 days I was strict, I was disciplined, I stayed keto, I exercised, I got worked out. And then on the third day of the cruise, I passed the Lido Deck bar where they had those delicious looking banana daiquiris. And I thought, one daiquiri, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to totally undo my progress. Tomorrow, I'll just get right back on again. And I had that banana daiquiri, and 8 daiquiris later, I was drunk and eating pizza at 2 a.m., right? I'm just being honest. Because we all know alcohol, definitely will kill any inhibitions that you have. So I'm trying to make myself a plan. Maybe I don't cheat. Maybe to feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not cheating. Maybe instead of maybe I don't count calories. Maybe I don't track my food. Because there's really no way to really legitimately track your food. Seriously, they have scrambled eggs on board. How do you know what's in those scrambled eggs? And to be honest with you, 7 days of eating hard-boiled eggs, I'd be done. I didn't want to eat an egg again. So I can't do that. They do make homemade omelets, but you don't know. They're usually concerned about fresh homemade baked goods. You should be okay with them. Packaged bars. So I thought, okay, how can I survive this trip and still stay keto at least? I thought, I have not had a vegetable in a month. I haven't had a vegetable in a month. No vegetables, no pickles. I miss salad. I miss pickles. I miss, having grilled onions, tomatoes. I'm going to be eating a lot of bunless burgers at Guy's Burger Joint. They have a Guy's Burger Joint on the boat. And it's free. So you can eat endless amounts of burgers, and you can stack them up with lettuce and pickles and relish and grilled onions and mushrooms. So I thought to myself, what if I just go keto for the week? What if to me, my treat for my 50th celebration is that I allow myself a salad every day, one salad every day. Okay, K. Sarah says, I wouldn't track your food, Sarah. There's no way to do it correctly. The effort. Yeah, I'm not going to. I may take pictures of my food so I can do a slideshow, but if I totally fall off. The other thing I thought about doing is having a bottle of vodka sent to the room. And maybe some Diet Cherry Coke, and maybe a case of Michelob Ultra, which is low carb. Okay, Karen says, yeah, I wouldn't bother tracking head servers, dining room buffet. Tell them what you need. They should be happy to get you what you need. And they do have some sugar-free options for dessert. However, I think for me, sweets this is why I'm considering having vodka sent to the room. So if I do want to have cocktails with my hubby, I can have some cocktails with my hubby and not feel like I'm breaking my diet. Maybe I don't do the daiquiris because I know that that sugar was a trigger. That's what triggered me on the last cruise. I was so disciplined the first 2 days. On the third night, I had that daiquiri, and after that, I just fell off completely. I gained 12 pounds in 2 days. 12 pounds. Yes. I may. Berries. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, first off, what school of thought do you come from? What school of thought, if this were you celebrating your 50th birthday and you were going on an 8-day cruise where you knew your husband's going to be like, all the sweets, all the carbs, all the sugar. If you knew that, what school of thought, how would you approach this? Please, number one, tell me what school of thought. Would you be keto police and be like, nope, I'll do keto, no sweets, no treats, no off plan? Or would you be, hey, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're only keto, you're only 50 years old. It's a big monumental birthday. What attitude would you have? And I'm also going to start writing down your suggestions. So one of the suggestions I had was, I think it was Constance that said, don't track. Or was that Sarah? Let me go back. Hi, Christina. Funny thing, tried to have vodka and soda, my usual, for holiday and family gathering. After 3 swallows, my tummy felt awful. I know. Oh, yeah? You know what? I don't know how it's going to impact me because on my first cruise was in November and I started in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So I was 8 months keto when I went on my first cruise, but now I'm going on this cruise and I am 18 months keto. Okay, Karen says no tracking, and so does Sarah. Lessening the restrictions from Constance. But I knew that it was a meat and veg. Tell them you need all sauces on the side. As for bears. Okay, so we have don't track. Lighten restrictions. Maybe go keto instead of carnivore like I've been. You know what? I haven't eaten vegetables in so long. If I were to go keto, I might get upset. My tummy might get upset, and then that might be enough of a deterrent to just make me straight up keto. Meat, veggies, potato, just eat enough to stave off the hunger. Yeah. I did think about going keto and then doing 3 very small portioned meals a day. DCL's chicken fingers. I love them. Wait, what is DCL's? I love DCL's chicken fingers. Love them. I marry them. So I didn't do desserts. Disney Cruise Line. Okay, got you. So here's what I know about this ship I'm going on. There's Guy's Burger Joint. It's open 24 hours a day and it's free. So I can get a bunless burger all day long. And they have this really extensive veggie bar. So on this bar, you're going to find olives, mushrooms, grilled onions, peppers, tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard, bacon bits. You're going to find everything on this bar. And I know that that's probably going to be my saving grace for most of my meals. I know that we have fine dining planned at least once during this trip, in which, what I like is you can order, I think, 2 entrees off of the free menu. I think you can order and just tell them, hold the veg, hold the side. I think my biggest 2 issues is going to be, I know that my triggers are drinking. Yes, go keto, best option. I don't think you'll even be able to eat 3 meals, especially if you go off keto. Burger patties with a little fries. No potatoes for me. You know what? I don't really miss fries. I wasn't a big fry person at all. I miss sweet potato fries. I miss sweet potatoes. I do miss those. Potatoes are a major trigger. Shoot my blood sugar sky high. Yeah. I'm just thinking, gosh, by the time I get to this cruise, okay, so here's what's going to happen is I'm going to be going stupid strict coming up this next few weeks because I would like to take some more weight off. I am 0.1 pound from going below my lowest weight in since I started this calorie reset. I'm pretty happy about that. I've lost about 0.7 pounds this week, and my average calorie intake's been 1,800, but I had one day which was 2,000. No, you know what? I've never been a French fry person. I've never been a potato chip person. Never. Never, not big. Now, I used to, when I was younger, I used to get Wendy's fries extra salted and dip them in a Frosty and eat them. But that was when I was younger and had an iron stomach. So don't track. I agree with that. Lighten up on my carnivore restrictions. No, see, I don't. What I miss is there's this local restaurant right up the street that does sweet potato French fries with a marshmallow dip. Oh my God, it's friggin' amazing. But my heart, I think my biggest obstacles are going to be number one, avoiding alcohol, because when I do alcohol, that's when I start making very bad decisions. Well, I actually have been carnivore, slightly vegan. I've actually been carnivore now for almost 40 days, 45 days. I have not had one single solitary vegetable in 40 days. None, just meat, eggs, fish, prosciutto ham. It's a very clean prosciutto ham, liver. I've had beef, chicken, and pork. I'm really beginning to see the weight loss here in my neck and in my face, though. But back to the cruise. Yeah, in order for me to, I think, stay keto without cheating, I'm going to have to avoid alcohol. I'm actually keeping my fats and proteins at about 50-50 right now. My average protein intake is 120 grams, and my average fat ranges between 110 and 130. My carbs are less than 10. Most days are less than 5. And right now, because I'm doing the whole reason I started doing carnivore was to eliminate my food allergies. I wanted to take anything that might interfere with this long project. I knew that I was going to have to do this for several months. And so I wanted to eliminate any foods that could be causing inflammation, that could be setting me back. So I'm mostly focusing on, I'm doing a dairy mixed with carnivore. So I'm doing carnivore with 1 ounce of dairy a day. That's what I allow myself. I took dairy out completely for 2 days, but it didn't seem to affect me at all. Love potatoes, but now I'm like over it. 11 months keto. Yeah, I think that's going to be really hard for me to stay carnivore on the cruise, because there's a part of me that feels like this is a once in a lifetime thing, and lettuce is not bad for you, and tomatoes are not bad for you, and cucumbers not bad for you. It's just causes some inflammation. So back to the last cruise. Yeah, my sugar, I've had a couple sugar cravings lately, but my sugar's really not that bad. I really, if I'm going to crave anything, it's crunchy. It's crunchy. Just saying. I know that on my last cruise, the last 2 days I was on that cruise, I went totally off. I gained 12 pounds, but I also know that by day 3 of being back on keto, I had lost 7 of those 12 pounds. So well, actually, by the first week, I had lost 10. So I gained 12 pounds, totally fell off keto. There was nothing keto about anything I was doing. And I gained 12, and I know that 10 pounds came off right away, but it took me 6 weeks to get back to my previous weight. And I know that psychologically, that's also going to hurt me when I come back, because there's a lot of keto YouTubers out there that can cheat and then get right back on keto and not miss a beat. For me, emotionally, I start struggling with the food addiction part of it. I start struggling with that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Karen, coming up on 2 years, sugary desserts. Yeah, same thing. Constance, I just knew not to try to replace it since I was obsessed with fries. So now, no desire. I have done the turnips in my air fryer. I've bought the radishes, and done the radishes in my air fryer. Not the same thing. No. Okay, meat and veg. If you see a dessert that you think is worth it, give yourself permission to eat one if it won't. Yeah, I'm going to have to stay away from sugar. I'm just going to have to avoid it because that's going to be my downfall. So, but the other thing is, and it's not lying, the other thing is that I have to get myself into a mindset of not pouting when I watch my husband pile his plate full of everything that I can't have. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see him. My husband lost 50 pounds doing low carbohydrate last year. He loses weight like this. Like, he goes on a diet 3 days later, he's down 10 pounds. He loses weight like this, and he's younger than I am. So it's all right. How do I explain this? Even being at home, it's a struggle with my husband because he's constantly eating. God, he eats from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to bed. Like, every 5 minutes, the pantry door's opening, the refrigerator door's opening. And it triggers me to want to eat. I want to snack. It's just like it's a constant. So I know I'm going to struggle on this cruise watching him just eat and eat and eat and eat. And he's going to eat all of the foods that I want to eat. And it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard because it's a trigger here at home. You need to decide what will be worse for you emotionally. Staying away from the carbs on the cruise or the weight gain after the cruise. I think the weight gain is going to be harder for me. If you were a diabetic, I would not indulge in sweets. Yeah, I was a diabetic. My dad ate constantly. I did not get his metabolism. I know, it sucks. My husband's is slowing down, though, like in a big way. Big way. So I got 3 new books. I got this one here, Too Blessed to Be Stressed. This is a 3-minute devotion for women. 100 Things God Loves About You. I'm going to work on these. And then, of course, I found this one. These were all discounted. This one is 31 Prayers for My Husband. So basically, it's a devotional you can read every single day and pray for your hubby. But I don't know, guys. It's so hard. Like, last night, I felt myself wanting to snack because he was in here snacking. He ate one of those, I forget what they're called. They used to be my favorite ice cream before I was keto. They had the ice cream and then the layer of caramel and then the layer of chocolate. Oh, they're so freaking amazing. I don't remember what they're called, but he had one of those, and then he got into the chips, and hearing the bag crinkle and hearing the crunch, and it bothered me last night. It really bothered me. Some nights I can just ignore it. Some nights it doesn't affect me, but other nights, especially if I'm kind of hungry, I start finding myself actually getting mad. Like, oh my God, stop eating. Please stop eating. Just because it's killing me. It's killing me. And the cravings and the urges to eat and all of that's just getting to be so much. It is so hard to be on a diet around my husband because his whole entire life seems to revolve around food and what we're going to do for lunch and what we're going to do for breakfast. And hey, let's go here for dinner. And it's just I'm trying to move away from that attitude and looking at, I'm no longer living for food. I am using food to live. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to come from chronic binge eater, overweight, obsessed with food addictions, to where I'm at now, where I'm starting to actually, 3 years ago, there would have been no question. I would have gone off the deep end on this cruise and probably gained 20 pounds and never recovered. But I do have to have a backup contingency plan, I think. So, hey, if you're in the room, there's 5 of you here. Please go ahead, thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. It helps the channel in general, and it puts me out there on the YouTube algorithm. So if you have time to minimize and give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. Men have great, but they age, it slows down. Yes. Oh, my husband's not going to eat clean. No. My husband is picky. You would have thought, okay, here's how he acts. He's like, if you didn't know him personally and you were to go out to dinner with him, you would believe that he grew up in some filthy, rich, snooty family that only served like premium cuts of meat, and no, that's not good enough, and turn the nose up at, it's impossible. We get in epic fights about, like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. We can go to the burger place. We can go to Outback. We can go to Chili's. We can go to blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to go there. Oh, okay. Well, where do you want to go? I'm asking you. Okay, well, we can go to Applebee's. We can go to the other burger place. We can go here and have chicken wings. And he'll be like, no, I just ate at those places last week. Okay, well, where do you want to go? I don't know. I'm asking you to pick. And by that time, I am ready to throw something at them. 31 prayers for my husband. It should be 31 ways to not pick up something heavy and throw it at them. But we get in this fight. Like, it's a 3-time-a-week fight we get into. And then he's like, you never pick anywhere to eat. And I'm like, that's because I gave you a list this long. And you're like, no, I don't want to go there. 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 And I'm like, okay, well, where do you want to go? I don't know. You pick. I just picked 20 freaking places. By the time we're done with this, I am seriously surprised I have hair at all because I'm ready to pull it all out. Getting him to eat clean. What it'll be is it'll be like having a 5-year-old eat vegetables. Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? I don't know. I miss the old stuff. Okay, well, this stuff is good for you. It's going to make you healthy. You're going to feel better. I know, but it doesn't taste. And this is what you'll get. Every meal, every day, 365 days a year. And to me, I'm like, just mind melt. I didn't want to cook dinner last night, so I ate parm crisp. Okay, Karen. And cream cheese, and then ate a pint of cherry chip Rebel. No regrets. I had a can of sardines because I did not feel like cooking. I had a can of sardines. It was good for me, though. I needed it. It does sound delicious. It was my birthday, so I gave myself permission to just eat anything. Didn't end up being much. Eat that as cruise. Actually, I have found, okay, so when I go to Chili's, I get their naked wings. The only bad thing is they use vegetable oil to fry them in, okay? So the wings themselves aren't bad, just the vegetable oil. But when you think about it, you're probably getting what, 6 wings fried in vegetable, maybe a tablespoon at the most of vegetable oil. And it's not an everyday thing. When I go to Outback, I either get their steak or I get their peppered seared tuna, which is very good. I just don't eat the veg that's on the plate, just the tuna. When I go to my favorite burger place, they're a local burger joint. It's not a fast food place. It's literally a sit down restaurant, and they've been voted 5 years in a row as the best hamburger in town. They used ground beef. Their patties, they actually weighed their patties for me, so I know it's a quarter pound burger. I know what kind of cheese. And so when I go there, they just do 4 slices of bacon, 2 burger patties, 1 slice of cheese, and a little teaspoon of mayonnaise. They know exactly how to make my burger when I walk in. When I go to, there's a place that's down the street from us. They use peanut oil to do their wings in, which is a little bit better than soy or vegetable oil. So it's a peanut oil. It's a little bit better, but peanuts are legumes. So if you react to them, you react to them. But they do a garlic parmesan. So basically they fry them in peanut oil and then they drizzle them with real butter. They use real butter and then sprinkle Parmesan cheese and garlic salt on them. They're really good. I enjoy them. So yes, I do understand eating out can be just as bad because you have no control over the ingredients in anything. That used to be my husband and me, but then I was the indecisive one. Sorry, you guys. Fiance, great opposite. I get my way. Oh, I used to have the same fight with my ex-husband all the time because any place I thought about, he'd have an issue with. Oh, memories. Yeah. We got into a fight about where to eat once. He told me next restaurant out of my mouth was where we were going. So I smartly said Blue Bayou at Disneyland. I love Outback. I get the wings and the steak salad minus the pecans and cinnamon. Yeah, Constance, when I was keto, I used to like Outback because I would get the blue cheese wedge. I'd get the blue cheese wedge and I would get the kookaburra wings. But just FYI, their kookaburra wings are dusted with some flour. So you can get them that are not dusted. Just tell them you don't want them dusted. He turned into the highway and said I had to talk to him. I had to talk him out of the 15-hour ride because our kids were at home. That's too funny, Karen. That's too funny. So yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. This is causing me a lot of stress right now. I mean, I'm 29 days away from this cruise and I'm finding myself like, one day I'm like, nope, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have steak. I'm going to have all the bacon I want because they bring out bacons in big freaking bins. And I love bacon. I can have bacon. I can have burgers. I can have, they do homemade fresh omelets. I can do a meat lover's omelet. I can, if I want to indulge, I can have some grilled onions on my burger. I can have some mushrooms. And that's all going to feel like a treat for me because I haven't had it in so long. By the time I take my cruise, it's going to be almost 2 months since I've eaten a freaking vegetable. So I'm going to be like, that's going to feel like a treat to me. But I'm seriously, conflicted because then the next day I'm like, no, darn it. I've been so strict. I deserve this cheat. Whatever. So what? I gained 20 pounds. I'll take it right back off again. But I say that also being aware emotionally what that's going to do to me when I come back. And so then what that does is that incites fear. And then I'm like, now I'm afraid. Now I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to make up my mind. I can't go back and forth. I just have to set. I've got to come up with a plan. I've got to come up with a strategy. That's why it's so useful, you guys, helping me through this and giving me ideas, giving me suggestions, giving me your opinion. That's all very important to me. And so I think what I'm going to do is go on the boat with the strategy that, you know what? I'm just not going to be strict and I'm not going to be carnivore, but I'm going to keep it keto, 100% keto. If I want to drink, I'm going to have vodka and a diet soda, whatever is available. If I want to have vegetables, if I want to have a veggie omelet, if I want to have lettuce and tomato on my burger, pickles, I'm not going to restrict myself on cheese. I'm going to have things like that that are going to make me feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not actually cheating. Unless you guys have any other suggestions for me. I'm still going to be doing a day in the life today. I do regret talking him out of it now but it wasn't a good idea at the time. Thanks for the information, Mel. Just got here. What did I miss? Oh, Pineapple. How are you doing today? I have not seen you in a while. I'm just trying to come up with some strategies and plans because I'm at the end of December. I'm going on a 8-day cruise. And if you've ever been on a cruise, you know they have the most decadent and delightful food. For me, it's like it's a 50th birthday celebration. So I kind of feel like I deserve a break, but do I deserve high blood sugar? Do I deserve a 12, 15 pound weight gain? What do I deserve? You know what I'm saying? I've just got to get my head in a good place. It's not worth stressing over for the next month. Even if you go off the rails on the cruise, just make the decision and know what you need to do when you go off the rails. Make a plan for when you come back home. I agree with Karen. Sarah says, I agree with Karen. The plan for when you get home is the most important. No triggers, no matter what. Good morning. Good morning, Rosiel. So, yeah, I definitely need a plan when I come back. Definitely need a plan for the day I come back. I'm not going to go crazy, though. You know, you see so many people that are like, you cheated on your diet. You need to fast for the next. That is the worst thing you can do because your body is going to rebel against a fast. And while you'll get yourself back into ketosis a lot quicker, it's still not very good for you to do that emotionally. Yeah, I thought about that too. I know that last time I was on there, they had a sugar-free strawberry cake. But once again, it's cake. So flour, grains, I don't know. But I'm also thinking about following Karen's suggestion, maybe packing myself a couple Lily's chocolate bars, keeping some Lily's chocolate in the room, maybe having a bottle of vodka and some diet soda sent to the room, maybe having some Michelob Ultra sent to the room. That way, I don't feel like I'm being deprived. I just feel like I'm limited choices. And I do better limited choices than I do when I feel deprived. But you're right. I've got to come up with a plan on how to forgive myself if I fall off the deep end and what I need to do to fix that. A recovery plan is going to be important. Helps to be ideological. Ideological. I can't say that word. Yes, I agree with you. You know what? Slightly vegan. When I first started keto, I was the keto police. I was the one that was looking at everyone drinking Zip Fizz and everybody drinking monster drinks and everyone drinking Powerade Zero and going, that's not keto. I was that person. But then I've learned that I can lighten up a little bit because so the weird thing is, so let me tell you what the weird thing is. Zip Fizz, which actually has a lot of health benefits because of the amount of like vitamins and nutrients and macros, and it's got potassium in it, and it's got magnesium in it, and it's got sodium in it, and it's got choline in it, and it's got chromium in it. All of these minerals that we need, our bodies need, right? And so it's got some health benefits, but it's made with sucralose, right? And when I drink it, it drives my blood sugar way down because it spikes my insulin. However, I can drink a Bang energy drink, which has sucralose in it, and it doesn't do that. So not all sucralose, or there's something else in that Zip Fizz, and I love Zip Fizz, but there's something in it that I can't have because it spikes my insulin. This is just water. Just water. I've done 20 ounces so far since 7 o'clock this morning. My goal is to try to at least drink this. I'm not one of this believer that you have to have 80 ounces of water every day, because I believe that too much water can flush your kidneys of electrolytes. If your goal is to make your pee this color, you are flushing electrolytes.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named Lights.
Alexa, I did not ask you a question.
Oh, sorry about that.
Woo, fun things in my house. Yeah, the no sugar added things aren't great. I wonder if it's the amount. I only ever did half a tube because a full tube was too sweet for me. You know, I never thought about that, Karen. I never thought about breaking it down. But see, let me tell you. So when I was a kid, I used to love high C fruit punch. Loved it. Some of you may gross out. It's my thing. It's my life, my childhood. Okay. And the first time I ever had a Zip Fizz, it was a fruit punch flavored Zip Fizz. And it transported me back to childhood. And here's the good thing about the Zip Fizz. The good thing about the Zip Fizz was that it curved all my other cravings. It was like, that was my one treat every day. It was my one treat. But then I started having like these stupid low blood sugars, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like blood sugar is 45, 55. And it was always within 2 hours of drinking the Zip Fizz. And I thought that that meant that the food was not affecting me, but au contraire. My dogs. But what was happening is certain foods can trigger an insulin response. Well, when you're low carb and there's no carbohydrate stores for your body to grab from, insulin goes up, driving your blood sugar way down. So when people test their blood glucose before and after they eat something, they need to do it at about 30 minutes, at about 1 hour, at about an hour and a half, and 2 hours. And if their blood sugar drops dramatically, I'm talking more than 5 points, there's a good chance that what they just ate spiked their insulin. And because they've been keto for a while, it's repaired their insulin resistance, and it's allowing the insulin to drive the sugar down. So when I watch these videos now, and I used to do them, does this food spike my blood sugar? And if it didn't, I thought, okay, I'm cool. Not even knowing or understanding how insulin played a part in that. Oh. Yes. My dogs do sometimes play and everything else. So yeah, I mean, how did everybody, okay, so for the 13 of you that are in the chat room, make sure you get a thumbs up. It just helps my channel grow. It helps me on YouTube's algorithm. I'm still going to do a day in the life vlog today. I'm going to do a shopping haul a little bit later. So I do have to get out the door for some grocery shopping, but let me know how your day was yesterday. Did you cheat or did you stay keto? I know what Karen's answer. You stayed keto, even on your birthday. Good job. You know, one of the sweetest things that's ever happened during one of my live videos, I was singing something and somebody told me they just had a brand new baby. And they said that I started singing and their baby looked up at them and smiled. That was like, that made me feel so good. Would had to leave the house to be non-keto, and that wasn't happening. Yeah. You know, my husband and I, we kept it keto, but that's because we didn't do really anything for Thanksgiving. Stayed keto, cooked dinner, stayed home, had leftovers from Thanksgiving. Awesome. Yeah, isn't that sweet, Karen? She's like, oh my God, my baby heard you singing and looked up at me and smiled. I was like, oh. I think I was singing, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. And she said, my baby just smiled. The song makes me smile too. So there's that. All right, guys, I am getting ready to make a list and go to the grocery store. Yes, Sarah. I actually like your name. Isara Sarah. That's awesome. Oh, that was you. That was you. I couldn't remember who it was. You guys have to forgive me. My memory is like going. What song was I say? Was it that one? I've had a couple people say that their kids loved. Oh, Nacine also said that her kids love when they hear that keto is neato like a fat sucking mosquito. I haven't even logged into my Teespring. Also, other project. I need someone to design me a shirt. And yes, I have a Teespring, but honestly, the quality of their stuff. So in May, I'm going on a keto cruise. I'm going on a big keto cruise. We are going on the Harmony of the Seas, which is one of Royal Caribbean's largest ships. We are doing the 7-day Eastern Caribbean. So this December we're doing Western, and in May we're doing Eastern. So I need to get me some t-shirts that on the front say Princess Ninja and Keto on YouTube, and on the back need to say Keto Cured, and then I'm going to say, have a bulleted list, lost 30 whatever pounds, reversed type 2 diabetes, off all medications, reduced heart arrhythmia by 30%. I want to have a shirt that on the back it says Keto Cured, and then have a list of all the things keto did or keto did. And then on the front, Princess Ninja. I want to have like 3 or 4 different shirts designed with different design concepts on them so I can wear them on the cruise. Yeah, my memory is horrible. My memory is really bad. And my husband has noticed that it's getting worse. So I don't know. But my doctor doesn't seem to think that it's anything to be alarmed about. No, I don't know. We'll see. I showed you guys my nails, right? Do you see how long they're getting? I haven't been biting them. But I did that myself. What? Took me about 10 minutes to do. This one I didn't do so well. You can see where I'm off by a lot. But whatever. I'm learning. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Thank you. I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping and look for my day in the life video tonight. Please comment below. leave me a comment in the comments after this is posted, telling what your strategy would be and what your plan would be. Let me know. Let me know how you would handle it. Like, what would be your backup plan? What would be your plan A, your plan B, and plan C if you've got time? Anyway, all right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part. Thank you for all of you, Sarah, Karen, that were my moderators for today. Thank you for coming by. Let's see. We've got Sarah, Karen, Constance. I gotta scroll past Slightly Vegan. I don't know what your name is. Rosio. Pineapple. Constance. I think that's all I saw that said something to me or shouted out today. Anyway, let me know what your plan A, plan B, plan C, and I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping and look for my day in the life tonight. You guys all have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me.